So, our next story is about a film that's going to be coming out in the next. Actually, it's going to be October of next year. And so, anybody who has seen Joker, which is millions and millions of people, know that the sequel to Joker is one of the most anticipated films of is going to be one of the most anticipated films of 2024. October 4th is actually the release date for it. And so Lady Gaga just tweeted out her first picture on set, and this is in production as we speak right now, of the sequel to Joker, the Joker 2. And by the way, I should say one other thing. This is the first time Joaquin Phoenix is a remarkable actor. He's been nominated for an Academy Award. He's obviously won the Academy Award a couple years ago for Joker. I mean, he's been nominated for The Master. He has, another film coming out, I think, in a few months. Nonetheless, this is the first sequel he's done. So when you saw this first photograph by Lady Gaga from on set, give me your thoughts immediately of what you thought about it and maybe what kind of scene this is going to be for the film.
Ooh, I definitely love this first look because it's actually, once again, it wasn't what I was expecting because I thought for sure it would be her in like costume, but it looks like unless she looks like this the entire film, but it looks like this is her pre Harley Quinn change. This is her when she's still like Dr. Harleen Quinzel, and she's probably just encountering Joker and falling in love with him and kind of seeing just the charm and even the toxicity that he alludes, but it's still something that when I see this picture, I know right away why they cast Lady Gaga, and it's that she really, I think, can match Joaquin Phoenix, both her acting and just where she can go, because she is a very brave actress. If you've seen her in A Star Is Born, if you've seen her in House of Gucci, she is someone that I think gives incredible performances. But even if you just see her in concert or if you see her on the red carpet, she's not afraid to express who she is. And that is definitely someone that playing Harley Quinn, it's a perfect fit. Now, I'm wondering when it comes to this movie how they will delve into their relationship because in the last number of years, DC and the films have kind of strayed away from Harley and Joker together. It used to be a mad love type love story, but then I think a lot of people started to question, how healthy is it to have these two characters continue to beat each other, continue to berate each other, is it healthy for people watching? And I don't know how I feel about this issue because personally, I grew up with Harley and Joker together. And personally, I think they belong together. It's just that they are both people that are, you know, serial killers. But then again, I do understand why some people are upset about them staying together. And this is why they ended up splitting them apart in Birds of Prey, even in the Harley Quinn animated series. They've actually now gone through the idea of having Harley um, involved with Poison Ivy instead of Joker, which is interesting because there's always been this Harley and Poison Ivy friendship in both the comics and in the movie, in the animated series and games, but now they are now like a couple, and her and Joker are kind of disattached. So I'm curious where they're gonna go. I mean, who knows? Maybe a Poison Ivy character is in this movie. We don't know, but the film itself, I think, is going to be really good. I thought the Joker from 2019 was great. It's a film, though, David, that I haven't watched much. I've only seen it twice. and I think it has to do with the fact that it is a hard watch. I'm wondering how much of a hard watch this will be. But I really dig the picture. I think she'll be great.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think that, it's one of these things where I think that this is eh, eh, this is pre Harley Quinn. I think you were bringing up in a space the other night. This could even be in Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
Um, I think that the fact that there's so much going on in this picture too. Can we just say that? Um, she looks scared, but she looks like mesmerized. She looks, and Joaquin just looks amazing. Um, and he doesn't have his makeup on either. And I think that's such
He
a
does.
fascinating thing to say. So she actually got him to um maybe take the makeup off. We don't know.
Well, he
Um
does have the makeup on. It's just that it looks like it's a bit smeared off on the
oh,
mouth.
okay. Okay. So yeah, no, yeah,
It
okay, I
definitely
see that. Maybe it's a light. Maybe it's a
it
light, but yeah.
definitely looks like he may have been there for a while. Cause
Yeah.
like if we're theorizing Arkham Asylum, it looks like maybe he's been there and of course he puts it on, but it and that's another question because the thing what makes the Joker film that was released in 2019 was originally made to be a standalone movie, no sequels. It was supposed to stand on its own, and it made $1 billion, which is I think a surprise to everyone involved, and it won the Oscars, and because of this, it made this movie get a sequel, and now we're dealing with the fact how much does it stray away from like what we know from the Batman canon, because I think the first Joker did a great job of respecting the Batman canon. In the comics there is the famous graphic novel The Killing Joke, where he is a stand-up comedian, and he's a stand-up comedian in the film. And then there is the Bruce Wayne sequences with Alfred and Thomas Wayne and the parents, but they are very minimal. Like they're really Easter eggs than really it being based on a specific Batman comic. But here, once you bring Harley into it, you're starting to delve a little bit deeper. Does this Arkham Asylum have other inmates that we know of? Is it just a regular place? And is he still why is he there? Because it looked like the end of the first film he did escape, so there are many questions to be had, and that's I think one of the most exciting things about the film, because we don't know what it truly will be about until we see the trailer.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think what we do know is that there are going to be musical elements to it. What we do know is that, as you said, the original 2019 version made over $1 billion. Um, and it's a great question, right? Should there have been a sequel? A lot of people, and there's arguments on both sides of the coin. You made $1 billion. Do you really want to go and push the envelope again because they got all the accolades and nominations, or do you turn around and just leave well enough alone? I don't know. I mean, he had never done his. I will say one thing. This must have been one hell of a get for Todd Phillips to have him come back and get Joaquin Phoenix to come back. Because as I said at the start of the piece, he's never done a sequel ever. And there are plenty of sequels he could have done. So I'm really, really, really fascinated. I think once we see a trailer, we're going to know more and we can kind of deduce what we're going to do. You guys, you saw the picture. You saw, what they look like. What do you think about this? What did you think about this? Did you think that, you know, what emotions do you think both of them are going through at this point? What point in the movie do you think this is? Do me a favor, guys. Leave your thoughts down in the comments for us. We'll get back to you.